Well, hey, a month has passed, another video, and I haven't been really that good with content. Uh, Work's been busy. I'm not gonna only blame that though. Things are changing. We're getting out of a pandemic. Social life is starting again, slowly, slowly. But mostly, I have been busy. But I read 10 books. May was a very strange reading month in the sense that I didn't. It's not a matter of it starts slowly and gets really good. It was a little bit spotty, but there were lots of great reads as well. We'll get into that. First, we'll start with the weak ones. So I already recorded a video about this. I'm not going to go into it. Out of the 4 books, I think this is the weakest, but taken as a whole, it's good. It's good. It ties up a lot of loose ends. So I'm going to say about it. You can check the video. Okay, next. This is Mariana Enriquez, The Dangers of Smoking in Bed, translated by Megan McDowell. This was shortlisted for the International Booker. I don't know why. It's not that good. It is her first collection, though, written in Spanish, and second collection translated into English. So I'm a little bit forgiving, but some of the stories are okay. You feel that they could be much, much better. They're a bit spooky, a bit dark, kind of like Samantha Schweblin, but I'd like to read the second collection, though. Probably my opinion would, well, not of this, but I have a little feeling that, with each subsequent book, she gets better and better and better. And I'd love to see a novel written by her. There's going to be one coming up soon. Well, soon next year, I think, or the year after. Anyway. And the third one was unfortunately another Man Booker shortlisty, and I really had high expectations for this. I did not hate it. I admire this. This is very clever. This is brilliant. It's really well done. The translation, well, I don't know. I'm at the moment I'm learning Russian, but I'm not confident enough to read a novel like this. And I wouldn't know good and bad translated Russian at this point. Anyway, so this is In Memory of Memory by Maria Stepanova, and it's translated by Sasha Dugdale. Okay, it's about the narrator whose aunt dies. She goes to her house, and then she starts discovering memories. And through that, she starts tracing her family history. Yes, like I said, it's very admirable. It's a very clever plot, and there's some bits about Russian history which are really good, and how she inserts herself in it. My problem is that it's overlong. If this was a 200-page novel, it would have been absolutely fantastic. I would be raving about it. But you get tired. I had to read it in small chunks in order to fully appreciate it. I can't see this winning. But anyway. How should I say this? I would never say don't read this. That I won't do. But, and I won't say approach with caution, but it is overlong. Okay, so those are, another one. Okay, here's one I liked, but I did not love. And I'm very strange because I thought the book that came after this, Girl, Woman, Other, was much better. Anyway, this is Bernardine Evaristo with Mr. Loverman. Again, it's a good one. It's fine. It's about a man who has a relationship with his best friend. They're in their 70s now. And he doesn't know if he should tell his wife the truth, who he really loves. And it goes back to his roots, and sometimes the narration alternates. And it's about his relation with his children. It's about changing London and attitudes, and to be black in London. So yeah, it is good, but Girl, Woman, Other had more of a spark. I think it lacked it, to be honest. Again, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, from now onwards, we're going to go to the ones I really, really liked. So we've got this. This is Drew Gumerson's 7 Nights at the Flamingo Hotel. It's very clever and very funny. I laughed for 30 pages straight. That has never happened in my life. Not even when I read Adrian Mole, which I consider the funniest book I've ever read. This, this just, it had me in tears. I am not joking. These are, I know, cliches, but sometimes you gotta use them. Okay, what's it about? It's about this dishwasher in a hotel, and he has a bit of an identity crisis. Let's put it that way. And he has to discover who he really is, and it happens through these bizarre incidents. I won't say it's surreal. That I won't say. It's quite grounded in reality. But there's a lot of slapstick moments. There's a lot of rude humor. The writing is it's like a machine gun. But it's really good. It sticks in your mind. It's good. Yeah, it's really good. And I was really impressed. Again, lots of in fact, I'm looking. Yeah, all the books now are from indie presses as well. So that shows my tastes, my changing ones. It's good. It's good. I won't recommend it to everybody, but if you want brave fiction and if you want a laugh, I do suggest this. It is a serious book, though. Don't be fooled. Okay, next we've got Isrip Regio Saru Velenosi, which means the snakes have become poisonous again, by Alex Veligera. I said I would be dedicating the whole of May to reading Maltese books, but that didn't happen because this took up half the month. And then I thought maybe it's better to read one Maltese or two Maltese novels, or Militancia to be more precise, two Maltese novels a month. And that way everything will be spread out. And I still won't go into the language, in fits and starts. It'll be consistent. So I think that's a better idea. Anyway, this is great. It's very good. How should I describe it? It's a coming of age tale in its own way. It's about a man who returns to Malta after a sojourn in London and in Brussels, and he does not like that type. He does not like what his island has become. But there's also in the beginning a sort of MacGuffin, where his father is in a plot to kill one of the prime ministers, Mintoff. Again, if you know Maltese history, you know his significance, but I'm not going to go into that. So it's kind of like this. It's about it's a coming of age tale. It's about how the sins of the father can affect the son, and then also the main character then has a son, and we don't know if he's going to make the same mistakes. It's quite cerebral. It's very cleverly done. It's very readable as well. If it only existed in translation, but unfortunately, I would say it's one of those Maltese novels that you should read if you know Maltese, obviously. Okay, next. Pananka. I am a huge fan of Ronan Hessen, if I'm pronouncing his surname properly. Pananka is just as good as Leonard and blah, 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 blah. What is wrong with you? Anyway, just as good as Leonard and Hungry Paul. It's funny, it's sweet, it's charming, tug the heartstrings. It's about trauma and how to deal with it. Obviously, it doesn't give you the answers, but it gives you some idea how to approach it, and it's done well. Well done, bravo. So that means I have to wait for his third novel. Aha, should we go to the pig book? This is Animalia by Jean-Baptiste Del Amo, translated by Frank Wynne, for the win. I shouldn't really pun like that, should I? Oh my goodness. Ugh. If you didn't like ham, this will cement it. Okay, this is a multi-generational tale of a pig farm. It starts off with a couple, and they're just struggling, and then slowly, as the sons take over the farm, they turn into a multi-euro industry, but it all goes wrong in the end. And trust me, the last bit of the book, last 50 pages, are pure apocalypse. Pig apocalypse. Oh my goodness. It's got every horror here. There's animal cruelty, so trigger warnings. I won't say what happens. I shouldn't say that. It's unlike anything I've read before. Typical of Fitzcarraldo. Fitzcarraldo are very good at creating controversial books, and this is very controversial. I I'll tell you this, every single scene is stuck in my mind here. The brutal bits, the gentle bits. Ugh. I'll tell you, the natural world and the human world are equally crazy. That's all I'll say. That's what you get by reading this. It's brilliant. Boy Parts by Eliza Clark from the wonderful Influx. This is part of my subscription. I'm subscribed to Influx. I receive 3 books a year. But I can't help it and I buy more sometimes. But I shouldn't, but I do. Anyway, okay, what's this about? A photographer who likes to take pictures of men at their most vulnerable. She gets an offer, not offer, actually she takes it. She's offered to display her pictures in a gallery and it leads to a psychotic meltdown. This is all about, let's say, the female gaze. It's about exploitation. Wow. This will do your mind in. I read a lot of controversial reads this month. Highly recommended. She's now signed to, Eliza Clark is now signed to Faber and Faber. There's going to be a short story collection out next year, then the year after, her second novel. I'm on board. I like this writer. I like her style. Really, really good. Next, James Clammer, Insignificance. Maybe I should change. I should cover that because there could be there's a rude word on it. Okay, so anything by Galley-Beggar Press I am going to like. What they do is, you see, they're very deceptive. They tell you a good story, a very good story. They always do this. But there's the clothing, and the clothing is the language. So you're getting a double deal. You're getting something, that language that pushes boundaries, but you're getting a terrific plot underneath it all. It's about a plumber who goes through an existential crisis. It involves faith. It involves belief. It involves fatherhood. It involves even menial jobs. It's about mental health. For a very short novel, I just leave my bookmarks in there. I did finish it. For a short novel, it packs a punch. And this is just 24 hours in the life of this guy. There's a lot of symbolism. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. I would say, yeah, probably, I always have the book of the month, the one that stands out. But it's a bit of a tie, a 4-way tie. In the blog I said a 2-way tie, but I lied. It's a 5-way tie. It's with Sreep, Pananka, Animalia, and Boy Parts, and this one. All great. And last, I just finished this morning. This is Small Rivers by Harry Gallen. This is a post-Brexit novel. 2 children, Toby and Angelica, go back to the farm that they grew up in, whatever, because their mother has passed away, so they're helping their dad out. Though each character has a problem, it gets solved. It's also, though, about racism. It's well done. Let's say, for example, this is a jumble of thoughts, but that's the way I work. Again, like I said, I'm not going to edit, because if I edit, I will take forever, and this won't come out then, because I'll trash it, record, edit, trash it, re-record. That's the way I work. Anyway, so, okay, Toby and Angelica go back to the farm because their mother has died to help their father. Their father is a farmhand who is Polish. He also had another farmhand who he fired, and called Damien, and Damien is very angry at this Polish couple, and he tries to seek his revenge. It's about jingoism attitudes, post-Brexit attitudes. It's about love as well. It's about father-son generations. It's about industrialism. There's a lot going on. Generally, too many themes can muddy a book, but not here. It's pulled deftly. I like Harry Gallen. This is his 3rd novel, so when the TBR stack goes down a bit, we'll probably get the other 2. This is by the ever wonderful Dead Ink. And that's it. That's it. So, that's what I read in May. Did you read any of those books? Is there anything you would like to read? What did you read? What was your highlight? Next month there, or June, yeah, because we're still in May and it'll come up now. So next month there is the Pulitzer Prize. That should be good. I should be able to make a video on that. There'll be the Women's Prize. No, sorry, the International Booker Prize winner announcement. I'll be doing a live thing, but that will be on my Instagram. Every link is below, I think. And what else is there? That's just then balancing all my review copies. I'm looking at them and there's a lot. Better work on them a bit more. And the TBR stack as always. That's all I have to say. Hopefully there'll be another video. Hopefully. We'll see. Really, I'm saving you'll get daily stuff once the Booker comes out, and I can be more funny and creative with those. Because I do feel it's a bit stale saying, oh, because this book is great, and this book is very good, and I read this, and I read this. But things will change. Hold on there. Hold on. Okay, bye.